All right, let's get right into it. When you think of India, you probably picture this incredibly beautiful country just overflowing with culture and history. And you'd be right. But it also holds some pretty deep secrets. We're talking about places so dangerous that visiting them isn't just a bad idea. Sometimes it's flat out illegal.
And that's really the question, isn't it? In this explainer, we're going to peel back that beautiful surface and look at the spots where danger is hiding in plain sight. We're going to explore what makes these places so perilous.
And believe me, that is not an exaggeration. We're talking about places that are off limits for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes it's the government telling you to stay out, and other times, well, it's ancient, chilling legends that do the warning. And that's where we're going to start.
So, our first category of danger. It's not about steep cliffs or wild animals. No, this is about a different kind of fear. The kind that comes from stories, from curses, and from the ghosts that are said to still be walking around. First on our list is a place that gives people all over India the chills. Bangarh Fort in Rajasthan. It's not just some local spooky spot. It's widely considered the single most haunted place in the entire country. And this is the line at the very heart of the legend. Whoever stayed the night never returned. I mean, that's not just some campfire story, you know? It's a belief that people take so seriously that it has real, tangible consequences today.
And here's where it gets really serious. The government itself, the Archaeological Survey of India, to be exact, has put up an official warning sign. It strictly forbids anyone from going inside the fort after the sun goes down. You know, when the authorities are putting up signs like that, it almost doesn't matter what you believe. You don't go.
Okay, so if a haunted fort wasn't creepy enough for you, how about this? An entire village that, according to the story, just vanished in a single night. This is the mystery of Kuldhara. The legend says that as the villagers fled, they laid a powerful curse on the land, damning it to be empty forever. And that's the story that gets passed down. But as it turns out, there might be a more down-to-earth reason for what happened. See, records suggest there was this tyrannical minister who was demanding insane taxes, and on top of that, wanted to forcibly marry the village chief's daughter. So faced with this, all 84 villages of the Paliwal Brahmins packed up and disappeared, literally overnight. So, curse or not, the result is the same. Kuldhara is a ghost town. And even today, people who visit say they hear strange voices echoing in the wind.
All right, our final stop in the haunted category is a place that hides its dark side really well. By day, Dumas Beach in Gujarat looks just like any other gorgeous beach. But as soon as the sun sets, everything changes.
People, both locals and tourists, talk about this deeply unsettling experience of hearing whispers on the beach, even when they're totally alone. Just voices on the wind with absolutely no one there.
And it's more than just creepy sounds. The beach has a really dark reputation for mysterious disappearances over the years. The locals take it so seriously that they won't go anywhere near the place after dark. It's a classic case of a beautiful tourist spot by day and a place of absolute dread by night.
So, we've explored these dangers that come from secrets, right? The ghosts and the curses from the past. But now, we're going to pivot to a completely different kind of threat. One that doesn't just whisper in the dark, but roars right in your face. The raw, unforgiving power of Mother Nature.
So in this next section, we're not talking about anything supernatural. This is all about pure survival against the elements, in places that are just lethally dangerous.
Welcome to Dras. People call it the gateway to Ladakh, but it's also got another, more chilling title. It's one of the coldest inhabited places on the face of the earth.
Just look at that number. Minus 40 degrees Celsius. That's a typical winter temperature here. That is so cold it can give you frostbite on exposed skin in a matter of minutes. In a place like this, there is zero room for error. One tiny mistake, one moment where you're not prepared, it's not just a risk, it's a death sentence.
But as deadly as that cold is, our final location, well, it presents a danger that's in a league of its own. This isn't about ghosts, and it's not just about weather. This is about a direct conflict between our modern world and a world that's been isolated for thousands of years.
This might just be the single most dangerous place in all of India, North Sentinel Island. And the danger here isn't the island itself, it's the people who live there. The island is home to the Sentinelese people.
They're one of the very last uncontacted tribes in the entire world. They've lived there completely isolated for thousands of years, and they have made it crystal clear, often violently, that they want to be left alone.
And this is the critical part. You can't go there. It's illegal under Indian law, and that law exists for two reasons. One, to protect outsiders from the tribe's hostility, but also, and maybe more importantly, to protect the tribe from our diseases, things they have no immunity to. Any attempt to land on that island is met with an immediate, and I mean immediate, violent attack.
And look, these are just some of the most famous spots. The source material we looked at points to so many other mysteries all over India. You've got Rupkhan Lake, the skeleton lake, where hundreds of ancient skeletons were just found at the bottom. Or Loktak Lake, with its massive floating islands that are always moving around. India is just full of these incredible unsolved secrets.
So when you boil it all down, danger in India really seems to come in two main flavors. You've got the very real, very present danger from nature, that crushing cold or impossible terrain. And then you have the danger that comes from secrets, from the legends, the mysteries, and the isolated people that make some places completely and forever forbidden. Which really just leaves one last question for you. Knowing what you know now about the risks, the stories, the curses, and the laws, if you had the chance, would you go?